I don't think that this is very good news, and I don't think that this is what you want to hear this morning. I don't know. That's a lot more impressive. I was not expecting this result in Arena. But I have some practical information about Tholin Foulbeard, and we're going to take a look at him on the test server. Thank you so much, Player, for letting us on the test server. But let's jump in, and I'll show you what I mean. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing today? We're having the fusion starting here in a couple of days. I think that he is still good, and I'm going to tell you all about it. I have lots of data to show you, and then we're going to jump into some stuff as well. Let's take a look at Exhibit A, okay? I let this run for 6 minutes on Nightmare Hydra in my Trunda team. And people have been asking me recently, can you run a different damage dealer in the Trunda team? And the answer is really no. You want somebody who can be the damage dealer and carry the whole team. Trunda's really the only single damage dealer that can do that for the most part. Maybe some mythicals could, but I don't think that that's really the case here. He did fine damage, 13 million, and if you let this run out, you're certainly one-keying Nightmare, but it's not going to bring home an endgame amount of damage, a couple 100 million as a minimum for an endgame player. So then I was like, well, what would happen if I put Aphodus in that spot, speaking of mythicals? And it was well far surpassed. Oh, well over, almost triple the damage in the same amount of time. And then I was like, okay, well, he seems pretty similar to Thor. Okay, but no. Thor did double his damage. It actually double, okay? So Thor is, I think, a good comparison, but stick around. I have the perfect comparison I'm going to show you in just a minute. So a lot of people, well, maybe not a lot, some people have been asking, could Thor be the damage dealer in the Trunda team? This did not make it to the turn limit. It did do 200 million. If that's a good number for you, then yes. But I would say no. I wanted to try him in a team that I thought was kind of accessible, and this was my attempt to do that, right? So I wanted to put Thor in the team with him. We included the Ugo, like I said we would. Everybody can get Vizix. And then an accessible reviver like Kaja, everybody can get Mikage. I let this run for about the same amount of time, and this is a definite one-key team. Now, what I didn't realize at the time about this team was that Tholin really helps with your survivability. That A2 decreasing the attack of the heads in Hydra, wowzers. I put counterattack masteries on him, and I think he would be good in counterattack type of gear as well, because of that AoE weaken. Now, his A2, though, is what's going to decrease the damage of the bosses and really help with your survivability. If you look at this team here, how are you surviving? We have some healing and cleansing from Kaja. She's reviving. We have the ally protection of Vizix. We have the fake little mini cleanse from Lady Mikage. The little cleanse from Ugo. This is not an extremely survivable team. And was that the next one? Yes. And you can see, it ran. I actually ran this out, okay? And then we got defeated on turn 122. And this was a one-key team. So if you have all these champions and you can't one-key Nightmare Hydra, this is it, okay? And I'll try to show you the stats here. But in general, for Nightmare Hydra, you want everybody, as many as you can get, over 250 speed, 350 accuracy, and you need the right type of team. You need all of these roles in the team. The closest that I can compare Tholin to is Varl the Destroyer. And then Varl here doing a great job. One thing you will notice about my dude Tholin, and here's the big reveal for what he looks like. The thing is, with him, I did not put a blessing on him, or a relic. So he definitely can get more damage out of him. But I don't think that the majority of players are going to get a blessing for him. He's going to have 0 stars or a low amount of stars. So I think, obviously, if we come in here and we put, like, Cat's Gaze and we get, like, a 5-star blessing, that's like Nature's Wrath, you know, here's the masteries that I put on him, then of course he's going to do more damage. But what I want to know is, like, what does he do on his own? Like, this is not a bad build. 239 speed, 6,400 attack, 261 crit damage. And as far as the area bonuses, this would be the total stats. So a little bit better than that, you know. And we have the ignore defense. So he's already got a lot going for him. I do want to put the blessing on him and test him like that, but I wanted to do all of this without that so it would be comparable. Okay, so what do the multipliers look like in specifics, okay? Let's come in here to Dragon. I've been rocking Dragon 20 like this, so if you just compare it to like any other damage dealer, it's not that good. Okay, he's not going to be your wave clearer, but let's come in here. He's going to do about 100,000 per hit, and then on the second hit, it's a little bit more, like 120 to 140. So it's not terrible, okay? It's not terrible, and if you're lacking damage dealers on your account, he can certainly help, but can you get the stats that I gave him? You know, like 2-piece perception, 2-piece pinpoint, and then the 4-piece savage. That's a hard build for a lot of players. Okay, let's come back in. Let me show you the other A's. let's see the other A's. The A2, I'm pretty happy with. Like, if we come in here, he's doing 260 on that, and then that's building up your damage. I mean, like, I guess let me just, like, boost him back around. And let's see, now that his damage has that little boost there, is it more significant? I mean, no, not really. 100 to 130 instead of 100 to 120. But if we look at what his A2 is, every time he gets it, he's going to increase attack by 5%. So this is not one like Teox where you do it twice and he's good to go. Like, he needs a significant amount of hits. So he definitely needs to be in a survivable team if you're going to go against a boss. Now, can we do a better job in Chimera with him? I just don't think he brings enough that I would even want to put him there. I don't think that. Alright, so let's go over to Arena. I do want to test him there. I have not yet, so I don't know how that's going to go. Should I have put my best gear on Arbiter just so it's more relatable? I don't know. Pretend this is Arbiter, okay? I just have fast gear on her instead of Arbiter. I could move it, of course. Alright, so we'll boost here. We'll put their skills on cooldown. We'll try to fear them. Oh, that was successful. And then, let's do this. I want her to do something different. Okay, we'll block revive the Rotos. That sounds great. Can he actually kill people? I mean, he killed the Rotos. That's not nothing. That is not nothing. Can he kill... I mean, like, I don't know. If we wouldn't have block revive the Rotos, I don't know if that would have worked out. Again, I do really like him paired with Queen of Hearts. I do really like that. And then we'll ally attack and see if he can kill the Sifi. Alright. He killed the Sifi and the Duchess because he has the AoE A1. So I do really like him with the Queen. I mean, I think that is great. I wanna lose to this because I wanna see his A2. Okay, so we have no debuffs here. What is he gonna do with this ally attack? I mean, that's not bad. That is not bad. I don't want to ally attack here. But then they're going to have decreased defense. I don't know. It's just a good combo, right? It's just a good combo. Can you kill Sifi? Oh, yes. Oh, we killed her just like with one of the 2 hits. Wow. Okay, let me run this team against some other teams and see what the result is. Okay, let me talk about some of these other fights that I've done. Okay, you can see Cold Brew here. We took this team down. This is like a normal speed team, but I did notice some definite difficulties against Marius. We lost a number of fights against other Marius teams, so I don't think this is like a top tier end game champion. But I do think that this is a very serviceable nuker. Like, we're not going to be able to beat Terrace Marichka teams. We're not going to be able to beat teams with tons of mythicals on them. But the vast majority of other teams, he does have the damage to kill them, which I am very surprised about. You can see this team here. Obviously, we lost that fight. I don't know why. Oh, that's defense. Never mind. We're winning fights on my defense. Okay, which does not include him. Maybe it should, but it did not. So here's the other fights. Like I said, the Terrace Marichka, the tough endgame teams. Even teams like this. This team was in Stone Skin, and maybe that's just what I have surrounding him as an option. Maybe if we had a better champion to pop the Stone Skin, he would be able to do that. And then these fights that we lost down here, we backed out of all of those. We won all of those fights. So when we take a look at like a list, this Deadwood Jedi team we should be able to beat. The Ramsey team we should be able to beat. Even a team like this, where we have Marichka without Terrace, we should be able to beat those type of teams. When we get into the empowered champions, obviously you need to fight fire with fire. So if your account is not capable of that, like he's not gonna be able to do that. I want to mention that this is still no blessing. So he would do more damage than this. He would definitely do more damage than this. So to summarize all of this and end the video here, I would say whenever you're going to go decide whether or not this fusion is for you, you would want to do this search. Force attack champions and see who is available on your account. I showed this screenshot previously in this video and in the other video as well. And I think that he's going to be doing more damage than everybody here. In terms of arena, I do think that Rathalos Blademaster would be a better alternative for Hydra, that unless you're lacking the survivability in your team. But outside of Nishak as a bomb champion, he does seem to be at least on par with Candrafon or better. I would say maybe he is one of the best force-based damage dealers. So, although my testing in Hydra was not great, as far as an arena champion goes, I was actually a little impressed. I was actually a little impressed there. And, you know, masteries, no blessing, no relic. Those are all ways to improve him, you know. And if we don't care about the weaken, then we can get rid of this accuracy stat. So let's see like how easy that would be to really buff things up here. So what if we put him in this kind of like, you know, decent endgame build here? We got 8,000 attack, 309 crit damage, not like the crazy fastest speed. No relic, maybe we could put a relic on here as well. You could easily do the Talon if you just want more crit damage, but maybe we could do this one. And then we have gemstones, right? One of the gemstones that I do actually really like is this one, the multi-hit skills. because I think that that would be a very good one to have. And then I guess we could do this, the Pierce defense, and then we could put just Invigorated is probably the best one. We could also come over and put his Blessing on him. I would say there's a couple of good blessings that I would recommend for him. If you're going to use him in PvE, then I would say putting the Nature's Wrath would be very good. Depending on your team, if this is your only good blessing, you could put Intimidating Presence or Lightning Cage. I would like to see him in maybe like Chainbreaker, probably. With the start of the turn, if you're not going to put him in Stone Skin, then he has a chance to remove these debuffs. Because I think if he gets a turn, then he's going to do the damage for you. So let's just test that out really quick. Like if we want a baseline, we can come back over to Dragon 20. And I understand the video is getting a little bit longer, but I really want to be thorough here and give you all the information. With how good he did in Arena, I don't want to invalidate him in this role. Okay, he didn't even need the second hit there with this better gear. And I understand that that's endgame gear, but that really, I mean, man, that's a really good showing. That's a really good showing. So, if we come back in here, maybe we can take on a more difficult team. Is that a possibility? Probably Ramsey's going to be faster than me, though. My plat dude over here. Okay, so then what would we do? Try to strip this. We did not get that. And then maybe we could, I don't know, I think we're going to die. That's what I think. So maybe we like ally attack here. I mean, that was good. And then try to strip it again. Oh, we did get it. And then put their skills on cooldown. Okay. And then we got a counter attack there. Let's boost again. And then see if we can kill him. Oh, yeah. On the first hit, we killed him. Wowzers. So if we put him in Stone Skin, that would be a lot more secure. That would be a lot more secure. And then, yeah. But the thing is, he's not really stopping himself from getting crowd controlled in any way. I don't know. That's a lot more impressive. I was not expecting this result in Arena. So if you just, the people who just watched the beginning of the video, that might not be the best indicator. So maybe I need to say that at the beginning of the video. Well, okay. We'll probably put this clip at the beginning. And, wowzers. I didn't expect to say that. So, that'll do it for me here today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm MtgJedi. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you for watching this long video.